It's coming up to the 2-year anniversary of when I snapped my Achilles tendon. And that one major injury taught me more about staying fit after 40 than 20 years of coaching. This footage is from my old backyard before we sold everything. 20 years of coaching taught me how to stay loose and build strength. Isometric was always in my toolbox. It's a quiet strength builder, no equipment, and very easy on the joints. And the injury didn't erase any of that. However, it did add a question. How do you continue to build strength and stay strong when your body just can't grind like it used to? Then we sold everything and we traveled and lived abroad for almost a year. And our first stop was Japan, and that was over 20,000 steps a day with the kids. And if you didn't catch those videos, our sleeps were on a tatami mat. So it meant hard floors. My hip and back tightened right up. There was no gym for me, just small little rooms in this Japanese house. And that's where mobility earned its place, and it came in handy. It's what kept me loose, so I was capable of actually enjoying our time abroad. It's what allowed me to keep moving. So this video is 2 chapters of my life. Strength work from my old backyard and mobility drills from our travels, specifically in Japan. Same goal I use now, today that we're back in British Columbia. Stay capable, stay moving, and no gym needed. Let's do these together. Come and follow along. So here's a few mobility exercises I'm gonna show you right now to loosen up all the sore, stiff kinks in your back and your hips. First one is a cat-cow. Here we go. You're rounding your back and arching your lower back. Rounding your back and arching the lower back. Do these for about 60 seconds to really help loosen up the upper middle thoracic area of your back and the lower arch into the hip. Hopefully that begins to loosen up any areas that feel stiff. The next one I love doing is the windshield wiper. So, feet about hip width apart, dropping the knees to one side, dropping it to the other. Just like a windshield wiper. Same idea, do these for about 60 seconds. This next one has been really helping me with my stiff low back and hip because of all the sleeping on the floor. Some people call it the world's greatest, but this is just a lunge and a thoracic rotation. So your middle of your back, you're just rotating. You can modify it by just getting into a low lunge position and then slightly dropping the elbows just as far as you can. So if this is as far as you can go, that's okay. And then from here, just sweeping up, turning, and then back down, up, back down. Do that for about 60 seconds on either side. And let me tell you, that is really starting to loosen up everywhere that's been stiff over the last few days. This last one's really fantastic to kind of open up that whole entire rib cage. Some people call it the cobra. You can call it whatever you want as long as it feels good. Laying flat on the ground. Just pushing up as far as you can and coming back down again. Same thing, about 60 seconds. There you go, a handful of mobility exercises keep your back and hip loose and unstiff. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, if you want simple talks, simple exercises, and just real life, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Now let's get back at it. This is a perfect way to start out, to actually start building up strength. This exercise is called a wall sit. So really all you need is some sort of flat surface behind your back, right? So all you're doing is you're coming back onto the wall, on the fence, wherever it may be, and you're gonna slide yourself down into kind of a seated position. Your legs are at a 90-degree angle, so you don't want to be putting too much pressure on your knee. If you're feeling too much pressure on your knee, move your heels and your feet out away from the wall slightly and see if that relieves the pressure. If it's still too much, slide up a little bit and don't go down as low. And from this position, all you want to do is make sure your head, upper back, and your hips are against the wall or the fence, and hold. Try to hit up to 30 seconds, but if you can't get there, do what you can and incrementally add 5 seconds on each time. This exercise is an isometric lunge hold. So you're gonna be holding this position at the bottom of the lunge. You don't want your knee to actually be resting on the floor or the ground. You wanna hover just right above it. So from here, you wanna take a nice good step in between so your stride length is long enough, and when you come down, you don't feel like you're all crunched in or you're too long. So from here, it's a nice stride length. You want to come straight down. You want to hover above the ground. Make sure you're feeling all the pressure within your front leg, right up in your quads. You don't want to be pushing too far forward. You just want to be able to keep a neutral posture, and then hold this position. Start off again with like 15 to 30 seconds. Hold for as long as you can and work up incrementally 5 seconds at a time. So this exercise is going to be a glute bridge. So all you need is a floor, and you're going to be lifting your hips off the ground. So what you want to do, lay flat on the ground. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Now feet are down. All you're doing is laying flat on your back, head back, raise your glutes as high as they can, squeeze your glutes, and hold. Hold this for 15, 30 seconds, up to a minute if you're able to. Do 2 to 3 sets of this, and you should start feeling your glutes fire up and stabilizing into your lower back. That's the whole system. Quiet strength, simple mobility, no pressure. And if you want to lay it out simply for you, the 7-day mobility challenge is where you can begin. It's all free. I'll leave the details in the descriptions. And remember, you're not starting over. You're bringing everything that you've learned forward. You just need a place to start. And if you think you are starting over, watch this video. I'm sure it'll change your mind.